This is Mike Steckline with the Institute for Enterprise Excellence with a brief update on a webinar we'll be presenting on July the 21st. The change is we are going to move the time to 10 o'clock a.m. Central Time Zone in order to accommodate participation with some folks that we've been working with at Lee Health and Fort Myers, Florida. So the purpose of this short video is to explain a little bit about what the presentation is about. It features the work of Lew Frees, who's been introducing me to some of the concepts around natural leadership. I find good compatibility with the work that we feature in our IEX model, and just want to talk about some of the collaboration that we're doing for deeper learning about the principles that are involved. When Lew and I have been talking about this and been thinking about how this works, I was thinking of the interaction between individuals and systems. And we know that individuals do create systems, both informal and informal, and also that those systems influence individuals. We talk about how they drive behaviors, but we also know that systems are not the only thing that drive behaviors, and also that there's multiple systems that are driving people's behaviors at any given time. Some points that we've been thinking about is what is a system? Definition we use is a system is a network of interdependent components that work together to accomplish an aim. Borrow this from Dr. W. Edwards Deming. Systems, as I said, can be both formal and informal. Could be as simple as a routine, the common way that we do things. And informal systems do tend to dominate the formal systems, where with the informal systems you see stronger individual ownership and autonomy. Some other things to think about: individuals, represented here by little smiley circles. People working together, a four-person team working together, will naturally form a system, and as long as they're working toward a common aim and meet the other parts of the definition. And the output of that simple system is more than the sum of the parts. It's actually the product of the interactions of those parts. And ideally you want those interactions to be positive. And I think some of this interaction between individuals is some of the things that Lew has been featuring in his work, and some of the work he's going to be featuring on July 21st webinar. Another thing to think about in a typical lean program, lean production management system program, it seems that primarily the principles that are featured are those that are listed here. These 5 principles seem to be those that are primarily featured. Just to connect to some of the things that Lew's going to be talking about and how I see them connected to our IEX model, this is our current version of what we call our sustainability model that we place, I would say, in the middle of the continuum, because we attend to both individual and system, both results and behaviors. And so we see it as both and, not either or. And what that means, and I'm going to now show our velocity model, we try to emphasize principles of alignment, principles of enabling, principles of improving around the work systems. And you could put the work systems in the middle of that triangle. I think, in my way of thinking, that some of the work that Lew's going to be talking about is these natural leadership ideas tend to focus primarily, of course, on the individual, and I put it on the left-hand side of the continuum. And it seems that the attributes on the right-hand side, particularly those principles of improve, tend to appeal primarily to an engineering mindset. They tend to perhaps call these the hard skills, while on the left-hand side, this tends to appeal to the organizational development, or the OD mindset, call it the soft skills, or that inner work. And we think that both are important, and that's why I thought that putting together this webinar featuring some of this work would be helpful. Some of the things that Lew's going to be talking about on July 21st is primarily that outer circle, the attributes of natural leadership, he'll probably be referencing some of the practices as well as habits, but it's primarily that outer circle. So hope you'll be able to enjoy us and to join us July 21st at 10 a.m. Central Time. That's the new time. Thanks for your time.